Oh, seems I was muted. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, from whichever country you're watching from. So if you can hear me, if you can hear me, can you just send a message to the chat box? Just leave a message. Let me be sure that you can hear me, and then you can see my screen. All right. If you can hear me and you can see my screen, kindly leave a message. All right. I want everybody to be here. Okay. I don't want to leave some people outside. So if you can hear me and you can see my screen, just let me know. All right, just leave a message. Let me be sure that I'm not talking to myself, please. If you're on the stream, you're on this call, you can hear. All right, please leave a message on the chat box. Please, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I want to get our responses. Please leave a message on the stream chat. All right. All right. Let's just give other people a few minutes to join us. All right. So about 5 minutes and we're good to go. So let's please give others some few minutes to join us. All right, so 12:10 Nigerian time, we're going to kick off. All right, so I want other people to be here so that we can scale together. So while we're waiting, we'll just chill and wait for others. All right. All right, so let's just chill and wait for others to join and then. So 3 minutes more and then we're going to start. All right, just relax. All right, sit back, relax, and then we'll enjoy today's session. Okay, so just sit down and relax. So as you get to join the stream, I would love you to just drop an emoji, leave a comment. All right, I want to know how gingered you are for today's stream. So 2 minutes more, all right, and then we'll kickstart. All right, 12:10 Nigerian time, and then we're off. All right, awesome. Mr. Nathaniel, I think I can see your reply. I'm also happy to be part. I'm happy. All right, more than happy to be part of this. All right, we're about 9 on this stream, so please, all right, I'll love our responses. All right, we're about 9, so 2 more responses, 2 more emojis, and then we're good to go. All right, please, guys, let's do that. 2 more responses, 2 more emojis, whatever. We're gonna get right into the chat. This 12:10 already, and as promised, I want to get right into it. 12:10, okay? So emojis, whatever. All right, we're good to go. So just 2 more, guys. 2 more, guys. All right, I want to be sure that everybody that is on this call is really here. All right, I want to check the markets together. This is Monday. All right, we want to be able to rightly position ourselves for this week. So 2 more responses, 2 more replies on the chat, and then we're gonna hit it. So let's go, guys. Please, just 2 more responses, and then we are good to go. All right, just 2 more, and then we are good to go. Awesome. I see you, Mr. Olu. Let's do this. So one more, guys. One more. One more. I know that some people can't wait. I can see the emojis again and again. All right, so we're gonna get right into it right now. So hold on, please. All right, let's get right into it. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. All right, wherever you might be watching this stream from. All right, I am streaming from Nigeria. All right, and the name is Temitope Emmanuel. So this stream is brought to you by Padomzfx Academy. All right, the stream is brought to you by Padomzfx Academy, and why we are here is for us to have a sentiment for the week. All right, we want to check the markets together and then get to formulate our buyers, all right, so that we can rightly position ourselves for this trading week. All right, and I am here to host us for that. All right, I'm here to show us what to do or what I am seeing from the market. All right, I'm just going to try to dish out, oh, this is what I'm seeing, and then you can then join me for the trade. All right, so let me turn down the music. All right, I believe now is serious work. All right, so what I'm going to start with, all right, I'll start with the major currency pairs. Okay, so since this we're going to do market review, all right, and then look for possible entries for us to capitalize on during the week. I will love it if peradventure you have any currency pair you will love me to analyze. All right, maybe you might have analyzed it personally, but you want to see, all right, or get to know what I'm seeing for that particular currency pair. You can just type it out, all right, and then I'm going to do that and we'll look at it together. All right, so while I'm waiting for your responses, I'm going to start with the major currency pairs. All right. GU, EU, AU, all right, and then gold. All right. So pending when your request comes in. All right. So quickly, let's look at GBP USD. I'm sure a lot of us really want to know what's happening with those. Since we're trying to come up with a bias that is going to drive us for the week. All right. So I'm going to start from a much higher time frame, from the daily time frame. So basically what I want to do, we want, all right, so as you can clearly see on my screen, all right, we have a bullish GU. You can clearly see a bullish GU. So now, why am I saying it's bullish? Here we can see we have the break of structure to the upside. And then here we have another break of structure to the upside. Okay, what it means is that GU have been giving us consecutive higher highs and higher lows. All right, so and then what am I looking for? Since I want to capitalize on this move from GU, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a point of interest that I'm going to that I would love to trade from. Okay, so probably I'm waiting for price to get there, or if price have gotten there, what should I do? So for GU, we have this as our point of interest that we want to buy from. Okay, here we have a fair value gap that price has filled. We have this other block that price is currently reacting from. Okay, so what am I looking for on GU? So this is the daily time frame. We've gotten a clear bias or a clear directional bias of where the trend is. All right, so now we want to capitalize on that move. So let's drop down to the 4 hours time frame and then see how can we use this to get a entry for ourselves. I can see that we have been trading inside this channel, all right, before we got to that other block. All right, so now what will I be expecting for GU? Okay, so follow me closely. All right, I'm trying to zoom out so that I can clearly see what I'm doing. So we got this high here, all right, that created this low. All right, and then we have this high that gave birth to this low. So what am I waiting for? Since GU has already reacted from the point of interest that we have marked out from the daily time frame, all right, and it is still inside this channel. All right, what I want to clearly see is that I want to clearly see GU break out from this, which is that here you can notice that we have just weeks breaking out of that channel. So GU has not. So what am I waiting for? Okay, I want GU to clearly break out, which also means that structure will also be broken. All right, can you see that? Broken, I'm expecting price to retrace into here, and then I can buy. All right, because here we have this other block. Okay, so what am I expecting? A breakout, all right, to tell me that indeed we are going bullish, all right, and then a retest, okay, of this other block. And when price comes to this other block, this is where I want to buy GU for. All right, you can see how we came from the higher time frame down to the 4 hours time frame. Okay, and why I'm doing it like that is because we're looking for opportunities that might last us for the week. Okay, that can carry us all through the week. Okay, so it might not get there today, it might not get there tomorrow, but we know that this is something that when price comes to this price, when market comes to this price point, we want to capitalize on that move. All right, as simple as that. We want to capitalize on that move. Another thing you can see is we have a gap here. All right, when market opened last night, all right, okay, we are left with this gap. So I expect that GU should come and fill that gap, okay, and then we'll move. All right, I believe that's simple. All right, and I believe that's taken by everyone. So quickly, let's look at EU. All right, that will be the second commodity, all right, or pair I'll be checking. So similarly, let's start from the daily time frame, all right, to see what EU has been doing. Let me clear off this chart so that we can start afresh. So obviously from the daily time frame on GU, we are also bullish. So it means that I am looking for entry, all right, in that direction. So we have this breakout structure here, all right. We have this one here too. Okay, and then initially we have this block. Okay, but you'll notice that this block got violated and then price is reacting from this fair value gap. So let me take this one out. So price already reacting from this fair value gap on EU. Okay, now price is inside the POI. All right, what are we waiting for? We want to look for our own entry point. All right, remember it's a point of interest. All right, not that we are ready to take that trade. So price has reacted from the point of interest, which should already give you that booster that this is going to work. All right, so daily time frame, let's drop to the 4 hours time frame. All right, and clearly what are we looking for? Clear structure. So we had this low, this high, all right, this low, which tells us that this is a higher low, all right, because it tends to be higher than this previous one. So that just tells that there's already a shift, all right, in market structure. So at the same time, we broke above this, and then we broke above the major one. All right. So similar thing, all right, but quite different. We have a GU, this is 4 hours. We have a trend line, and then we have a breaker block here. So let me take this out. So as you can see on GU, we have a trend line here, all right, which now aligns with, all right, I want us to get that clearly. So this is my trend line, all right, and then we clearly broke structure. Okay, now I am using this breaker block as my point of entry, all right, which means that what I'm expecting from EU, okay, is a retracement, all right, and then I can take the buy. Can we clearly see that, please? All right, we have this breaker block here, all right, and then I expect this to be used as my inducement. So price take out this low, come this breaker block, and then I want to take I buy. Is that clear by everybody, please? All right, I want to take my buy. Okay, on a very, from, like you can clearly see from the daily, GU is EU is a long-term buy. All right, so we are just trying to join this ride, all right, so that we won't miss out on the trade. We're just trying to join this ride. Okay, so we have this gap here. I want price to fill this gap. Okay, come down, take out this low, all right, this is our inducement, and then comfortably tap into this breaker block, and then we can buy. So if price comes here, that will be a lovely trade for us to capitalize on. All right, so as simple as that. All right, very simple. So the next commodity we'll be looking at will be AUUSD. All right, so please, like I said when we started, whatever currency pair you will love me to analyze, all right, whatever currency pair you would love us to check together, please, all right, don't be shy, send in your request, and then we're going to do justice to that. All right, and probably wherever you're not very clear, all right, you can just let me know too. All right, wherever you might not be very clear, you can just let me know. All right, so whatever currency pair you want us to check together, send it across. Okay, and wherever you feel like, oh, I didn't get what you said there, just draw my attention to it, and then I'm going to recap on that. So now this is AU. Okay, bullish clearly. All right, breakout structure. Okay, and then we have this OB here that price has already tapped into it. That's our point of interest, and then that's already our point of interest, and then we drop lower. all right, to look for our point of entry. All right, we can drop price has tapped our point of interest. Now we are coming to get, all right, our entry point. All right, I don't get it confused. It's quite simple. All right, so what am I looking for? Okay, like I said, clear structure. So notice price movement. All right, so I can clearly see that we had a trend line here. The price have broken. All right, so the basic way we thought trend line. All right, so I can see your question. I'm going to come back to it. So basically from AU, all right, you can see that we had a trend line. Okay, there's a trend line here that price has broken above. All right, and the basic entry were told that when price break a trend line, probably the trend line was serving as a bearish. If price break above it, it's possible that market want to turn bullish. All right, now the good thing is that we got this break above this trend line after price reacted from our point of interest. All right, after price reacted from our point of interest. So Mrs. Jocelyn, all right, for the ones I've called before, what happened is we have a point of interest from the daily time frame. All right, and then price has already reacted from that point of interest. Okay, we have a bias that, oh, GUE will be bullish. Now price has reacted from that point of interest. Okay, I'm just interested. Okay, now after I got the reaction, all right, I now want to take the trade. All right, so beyond me being interested, I want to do it. You get it now. So let me trade the EU so that you see. So like I said, beyond I want to do this now, all right, beyond this thing might happen, but now I get more confluences, all right, so it gives me more confirmation that I can take this trade. Okay, so what I'm doing is this breaker block that I have marked here, that is where I want to enter from. Okay, and then this low is where my SL will be. So I am entering from here, the breaker block, all right, and then my SL is a little below that low. All right, so it's not a thing of, oh, it's not a thing of, oh, this is the time frame exactly I want to enter from. All right, so can you see it now? Is it clear enough now? Or should I call the price points for you? If I can, let me call the price point so that you can get it. My entry on EU, all right, so let me type it instead. So on EU, our entry is on 1.07966, and then our SL 1.07550. All right, so that's our entry on EU. I believe you can clearly see this now. Mr. Dave, is it clear? And Ms. Jocelyn, do you understand it? All right. So we had a bias from the daily. All right. We have been able to break it down to the 4 hours time frame. All right. So already this is where I want to enter from. All right. So it's not like I'm now going to a lower time frame. I'm entering from the 4 hours. This is where I get my trade from the 4 hours. All right. From the 4 hours. Do you get it now? Remember, we are working with a long-term bias. All right. Something that we can probably hold the trade for the whole week. You get it now? So let me know if you understand. We are entering from the 4 hours. All right. Clearly from the 4 hours. So please, if you get it, just notify me that you understood what I just said. So let's go back to AU. All right. Awesome. So let's go back to AU. So this is AU. All right. We can see the trend line. The trend line has been broken. Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you. And then we have this. So clearly, what can we see here? There's a break of structure here. All right. So let me go lower so that we can get the best um All right, so for AU, what can we see? All right, we can see the liquidity sweep. All right, this was the order block. Price reacted from it. Okay, after we got this break of structure. All right, and then here we can see, so after price tap into this order block and move, it created another entry for us. Can we clearly see that? AU, this will be where I want to jump in on AU. All right, so let's use this, and then we can target as far as the other high. Okay, do you see what we're doing, please? So we got the liquidity sweep here, the break of structure. All right, price moved, came back. All right, gave us a clear reaction from this order block. All right, now this was the high that was created. Price broke above that high. Okay, so we are just looking at the origin where that move started from for us to capitalize on it. Okay, which means that we can take this low here, all right, as an inducement point, all right, or as a liquidity, whatever you might want to call it. So we're going to take this low, so which means that I will be expecting AU, all right, because clearly you can see we have a gap here too. So which means that I'm expecting AU to do what? Fill this gap, or at the same time take out this low and then buy back up. Yes, this market analysis. We're going to we are here to look into the chart and look for entries for ourselves. Yes, you can take it. That's why we are here, for you to take it. All right, so Mr. Dave, yes, you can take it. All right, so for AU, all right, I will just write out the coordinates for us and then we can move. So please, whatever currency pair you want us to check, all right, do well to send them in. All right, so 65520 0.6533 All right, so I believe you can see the entries and the SL. All right, the TPs whenever you feel comfortable, but 1:3, you can decide to close. 1:2, whatever works for you, or you can decide to leave the chart. All right, is that taken, Mr. Dave? On AU, please. So this is the other block we're working with on AU. This one here. You can see that price didn't tap into it from here. All right, and it pushed back up. So this is where I want to wait for it for. All right. It's patience game, guys. It's patience game. Of course, I know that everybody will request for good, of course. So this is AU, and then I believe that AU is very clear by everybody. So obviously my next commodity will be gold. Okay, and then like I said, I was going to treat the majors, and then probably if you have any other currency you want us to look at. All right, but after gold, if there is no more request, I'll just look at probably 2 or 3 other currencies, and then we can call it a day. All right, so this is gold. All right, the golden boy. All right, so for gold, I don't think anybody needs to be told that gold is, will I say, angrily bullish. All right, but well, gold is bullish. Okay, again and again and again, we keep reading the highs. All right, again and again and again. All right, and I'm just using clear structure to identify that. All right, so again and again, gold is bullish. Okay, so now we're looking for the best point. All right, so from daily, all right, we've seen the clear highs and then the clear break of structure that has happened on GU or gold, sorry. All right, and then what can I see? Okay, if you take a very closer look of what's happening here, all right, gold has created a support for itself here. All right, so we'll see price pushed or came back, got a pushback or came back here again, got a rejection or that support rather, and then so we see price approaching that level again. All right, so it means that for gold, this is where I'll be waiting for a buy on gold. All right, we already have the break of structure here. All right, so which means that we are looking for possible buy for gold. So which means that I will want to take my buy on gold from here. All right, is that clear, please? Mr. Olu, you requested for gold, so this is gold. All right, we got the break of structure here, which tells us bullish. Okay, and then we can see that gold has created a support for itself. All right, so I just want to wait for gold at this support region before I push. Is that clear, please? All right, so please let me know if gold is clear. All right, let me know if gold is clear, please. Let me know. Are we clear on gold? All right, awesome. So this is our bias on gold. All right, we're bullish on gold. Now, why we're it obviously looks like we're bullish on most of the pairs against dollar. Reason being that on DXY, all right, the dollar is bearish, all right, but if you check the DXY chart, all right, we're expecting dollar to gain a little strength and then we'll get a sell. Another thing is we have the US election coming up tomorrow, which means that a lot of people might want to, for safety reasons, move their assets to other commodities. Oil, which means card will be good. Um, um, Commodities, gold, which means we should see some strength in gold. All right, but the overall picture is that we should expect volatility in the market. All right, so is it that you see a dump or a pump? Okay, we have done GU, Mr. David. The next one I want to treat is NZD. We have done GU. All right, so you can easily come back to the stream. All right, to check out for GU. All right, we have done GU. You can easily probably quickly go back to see it. All right, or probably after the stream you can just come back to it and then see it. You get it now. So like I was saying, because of the election that is approaching, all right, a lot of investors will want to move their investment to safe havens. All right. So oil, if they move to oil, it means that we should expect good move from card. All right, because Canada is one of the countries that hold that large movement for oil. Then they can decide to go for commodities like gold. All right. So or other commodities, gold, silver. All right, just for that time being. All right, and then after the dust settles, all right, they will come back. You get it now. So that is why it seems like we are just saying bullish, bullish, bullish. All right. So NZD USD. So Mr. Dave, you can just easily go back to it and then I'm sure that it will be clear. So as usual, we're going to this doing. All right, bullish. bullish. All right, and then this is the block. All right, that we're going to use. Reason being that if we're not using this one because already others here has been transferred to this, and then this is the current one. We have this fair value gap, and then price has picked the other block, which is this one here. All right, so price has already tapped into that entry point. All right, we also have this channel. Beautiful. All right, so this is what we can see on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, so we have this channel. So see how price came into our point of interest. Okay, now let's go to the 4 hours time frame. All right, like I said, we're not doing something out of the blue. All right, it's very simple. All right, very simple. Just stay with me, you'll get what we're doing. So following this, all right, you will see that we are inside a channel on NZD USD. All right, we are inside a channel. Okay, so what am I expecting? All right, from the 4 hours time frame, okay, I am expecting a break above this trend line. Now, simple. All right, keep it simple. I'm going to just do something very simple. So I'm zooming out so that you guys can clearly see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we had this low, this high, lower low, a high, another lower low. Now price has taken out this previous high. All right, a break of structure. Okay, now what am I expecting? Since price is trading inside the channel, all right, we don't want to assume. You get it now. Structure has been broken, but what are we expecting for price? Break above the trend line. All right, break out of this channel. You get it now. Break out of this channel. Okay, and then we are going to wait for the retest, and then we can now shoot. Do you get it, Mr. Olu? So we are inside this channel. All right, we got this touch, this touch, this touch. All right, this one now. We want, since price has broken above this structure, the previous high. All right, price has broken above the previous high. What we are expecting is that we want to see a movement that take us out of this channel so that we know that we are no longer inside that range. Okay, so when we get a clear break above it, we are now going to wait for the retest, and then we are now going to buy NZD USD. Please, do you get that? Is that simple enough? All right, I'm trying to make sure that it is very simple that everybody understand what we are doing here. All right, that all of dollar pairs, you're going to see that gap, all of it. All right, see this one here. Okay, so do you get it, Mr. Olu? All right, do you understand what we just did? All right, I want to know if you understood what we just did. All right, on NZD USD. All right, Mr. Jones got it. All right, so I believe it will be clear for Mr. Olu. Probably he's still typing or something. So simple. We're inside the channel. All right, from the daily, you can see that daily. All right, beautiful. Daily 4 hours. All right, clearly inside the channel. All right, now though we have broken structure, all right, I want to see price break out of that channel. All right, price has been ranging. All right, so I want to see price break out. All right, and then we'll expect a retest to join. So I believe this is simple. All right, so that is NZD USD. So which JPY pairs do you want us to look at? All right, let's start with UJ. UJ on the much higher time frame. So now this is UJ, okay, and then as you can see, all right, based on what we have, we were bullish on UJ until UJ got to this supply zone. So the break of structure here, and then this. Can you see that? All right, until UJ got to that supply zone. And I can also see this on UJ. So that trend line, okay. And then what you will notice on UJ, all right, we were creating series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows until we got to this point. Okay, so this was a low, all right, that rated this high. All right, this low rated this high. Okay, which means that we expect price towards give us a retracement, not go below this low, because when we are bullish, we expect that the lows are strong, the highs are weak. All right, because we expect to create higher highs. All right, but now since we have taken out this high, all right, and get the higher high, what you will notice is that after taking out this high, we enter the supply zone that started pushing UJ down. As you can see, it's still bearish, all right, or it's getting bearish. So now, since this was the previous low, all right, we have it marked. All right, we are in a supply zone. All right, we need to confirm that that supply zone is going to hold. Okay, so that's why we are not outrightly trading from the supply zone. We have it as a point of interest, all right, and then we want to see how price reacts from there, and then we can now capitalize on the move that happens after that. So which means that I have this trend line that has been serving as a trend line support. Okay, I now have this as a previous low that I don't expect price to take. But based on what we are seeing that we are reacting from a supply zone, I'll be waiting for price to take out this low. All right. Now, this will now be the confirmation that we are now bearish. You get it now? Okay. Like I said, we do not want our lows to be taken out when we are bullish. Stronger lows, weaker highs. As simple as that. So this is the low. All right. And based off the reaction that we are getting from the supply, we will be expecting that price take out this low alongside the trend line. Okay, and then come back to this block. Please, are you guys getting this? All right, I know it seems very simple, all right, but it might not be that simple. But just follow. All right, simple. The way structure moves. All right, this low have this high, but now we are not expected to create a lower low. All right, but based off after we created the higher high, we stumbled into a supply. All right, and then we can see that supply is already pushing price down. Now if this low is not strong enough and it gets broken, all right, our sentiment is going to shift. So but what I am expecting is that we break below this low, take out the trend line, and then this other block here will now be my point of entry. Exactly, retest of other block. I didn't want to call it that. So break of structure, break of trend line, retest of other block. As simple as that. Exactly. Because that was where the so which means when we get this break below this low, all right, it is from that other block that move started from that broke the low. All right, so the origin of that break of structure came from the other block. So we now want to use that other block to ride. You understand me, Mr. Olu? So that is what we'll be looking out for UJ. All right, as simple as that. Nothing complicated. Okay, like I said, it's a patience game. Okay, and at the same time, all right, we don't want to joke with dollar. Yeah, we don't want to joke with dollar this period because the election will be sweet. So, but based on what we can see on the charts, all right, even though fundamentals can probably affect the market, but clearly what we can see on the chart is that we're expecting that bearish move. Already the move you're seeing is It's getting ready to take out that low. So once that low gets taken out, the trend line gets taken out, all right, I am banking on that other block to ride. You get it now. So my SL will be a little above the high. So something like this. This is my entry, all right, and then I can ride out to this point. As simple as that. As simple as that. So this is a 1:3.92. All right. For all of the trades, there is none that is less. There is, if you're going to take it from the entry I'm giving, all right, at least you should expect 1:3 at least. All right, at least we should get a 1:3. So let me just write out the entry. So let me write out the coordinates. Here's the JPY. The entry for the sell 153.160, SL 154.046. So that's that on UJ. Now, do I think gold is rallying because of investor hedging their position against the dollar due to uncertainty? Now, generally, all right, elections bring uncertainty to whatever currency or whatever country that is having that election. All right. Now, one thing you will notice, like I said, DXY is already reacting from a supply. All right. And if you notice, the rally that gold has been rallying did not start this month. All right. Gold has been rallying as far back as 2 months ago. All right. Gold has been pushing and pushing and pushing. All right. Now, that doesn't mean that people are not really investing in dollar. What it means is that people are just preferring to do gold, all right, than dollar. So go dollar is inside the supply, all right, and we can see more volumes of buys on gold, okay, which means that even though there is no withdrawal of funds from dollar to gold, but when we are seeing more volume of movement from gold, all right, and then we are seeing decline in the movement in dollar based on what DXY is telling us, it means that gold should buy. Now, if there is an election, obviously there is uncertainty in the market, all right, because we don't know what's going to happen. Will it be safe to keep my dollar? Will it be safe to retain my gold? All right, but because the country we are talking about now is the US. Okay, so because a lot of investors don't want to just, oh, whatever happens should happen. A lot of them want to secure some of their funds. All right, so what they do is that they take out some investment they have in dollars. All right, try to get some gold. Okay, that's why gold is tagged as a safe haven. All right, so we don't know what's going to happen. All right, so that we should not fall on the bad side. Okay, let us just secure our investment, and when the dust settles, we can now come back to dollar. All right, so and apart from just the election, if you notice, all right, a lot of people have been clamoring against dollar. All right, so gold just seems to be the best, the best commodity that people want to have their investment in. So yes, uncertainty, and obviously it won't just be gold. Okay, right now we have the options to get some cryptos. You have the options to go for oil. All right, you have the options to go for um even some certain stocks. All right, because if people are pulling out on dollars, it means that there are some stocks that will fall. Yes. All right. So it just people want to diversify. All right, pull out some. So they might not take out their whole investment. You get it now. They might not take out their whole investment from dollar, all right, but they might take out some large sum of it, all right, and then put it in something else. Okay, so because when there is that, a lot of people will join from gold, so from dollar, they are putting it in something else. So it means that gold they pull out from dollar drop and put into gold. So drop rally. So we get the drop from the dollar, the rally on gold. As simple as that. All right. So everybody is quite greedy in their own way. So I don't know, be the one to catch the knife. So we just look for something safe to put our money in. Okay. So, and at the same time, it won't be that, oh, the fall on the dollar is going to be massive at all of a sudden. All right. It can be a gradual fall. But why we're saying that we're expecting a bearish dollar is because from the currency, the commodity index or the currency index for dollar, which is DXY, it's already showing us that we are inside a supply zone and we have started selling. All right, there's a sell already on DXY. Okay, that just gives us, based on correlation, all right, dollar is bearish based on DXY. All right, election is coming, there's uncertainty. All right, people will want to move funds, all right, around. So that's why we are just banking that for safety measures, people want to move to either gold, either card, either silver. All right, people that trade platinum, people that trade cryptos. All right, so they will just pick whichever one they feel more safe to trade with at that point in time. But a lot of investors sometimes avoid cryptos because of generally the uncertainty in crypto. But we are going to experience that movement of money, so money moving from one market to another market. All right. Do you understand, Mr. Olu? So that's what we will be expecting, all right, based off the uncertainty around the election itself. You get it now. So as simple as that. And we know that if peradventure the white man that is coming up gets there, all right, we should see all of this play out. All right. So the same way in Nigeria, or for those in Nigeria, the same way if it's election time, the parents tell their children don't go out to, you understand that kind of thing. So even though we might not experience the gunshot in my area, but there is just that thing, or that there will be riots, there will be protests and stuff like that. So it's the same way with the market. All right, this is real data, all right, that we're working with based off what's happening. All right, so the chart just provides us that real data to work with. So Mr. Olu, if you understand, please just let me know in the chat box. Okay. So peradventure, I think we have touched over 5 commodities, all right, but I think we can take one or two and then we can call it a day. All right, we can take one or two requests and then we can wrap up for today. All right. But Mr. Olu, please let me know. So Mr. Olu, let me know if you get it. Awesome. All right. So if you have any other prayer you want me to chat, I think I am pumped to do that. All right. So probably one more and then we can shoot for today. I believe that with what we have, we can work with that. With what we have, we can work with that. But like you have heard me say again and again, expect volatility in the market. So don't decide that this is the period you want to go hard or go home. All right. Please don't plan to go hard. You get it now. Relax. Okay, after tomorrow or after this week, the market still remains. You get it now. The thing is that most of the times it's traders that are not there to be found. All right. You know that saying, the Nigerian saying, soldier go, soldier come, barracks still remain. You get it now. So the market will still remain. All right. The plan is that you're here for the long term. Okay. Just the plan is that you're consistent with what you're doing. This is your business, that's your funds. All right. So be quick to secure your funds. Okay. And I tell people sometimes the best trade is that you don't take a trade, because peradventure I took that trade and then SL. Okay. You will now wish that, assume I didn't take it. So whenever it seems like you're not very clear about the setup or based off the fundamentals that's going to come out, I just want to stay out of the market. All right. I am going to advise that you do that. Okay. I was actually leaving this for the last, all right. But since GJ coming, I'm going to take GJ. All right. I was leaving this pep talk for the end so that you won't be in a hurry to click buy, click sell. All right. I give us the entries, all right, fine and good. Okay. But I don't control the market. You get it now. So it means that whichever one you're going to take, all right, be take into consideration risk management. Very, very important. All right, your risk appetite should be indeed your risk appetite. All right, don't be too hungry to risk. So lastly, we're going to take GG and then we're going to draw the curtain. All right, so like we have been doing for others, okay, let me take out this. So this was, all right, GG has haunted this high. Okay, this is an old high that GJ has haunted. Okay, allow me to just do the whole technical jargons, and then I can see that over here we have something. Okay, we have a pivot here. All right, though even though I'm going to, if I would have loved to use SMC, I would have shown, I think I entered the street, something like that. So we have this pivot here. All right, and then now see the trend line I drew from the daily time frame. Okay, and then what can you see? So the support, and then price has broken. I'm sorry about that. All right, so we got the resistance from this. This was a um resistance zone, and then resistance, and then when price broke above it, it was supported. All right, but what you notice based on structure, all right, this low has been taken out. All right, we have this one. So what will I be expecting? Because I am banking that this is an old high. So what GJ just did was to take out that old high. All right. So at the same time, we have this week here as a sweep. All right. The breakout structure here. Okay. Let's look for the clear OB, and then we can bank on this. So which means that it is possible we get a very short-term sell on GJ. But based on what we're seeing now, all right, I think GJ is looking quite interesting. So I think this is the only pair that is taking me to a much lower time frame. All right, so let's dig in. Broken. All right, this is about 45 minutes. Broken. We went above it too. All right, so this is GJ. All right, now I'm going to use my fib to measure this move. Okay, and my most preferred entry will be the 76.4. So let me take out, don't worry, I'm going to explain what I just did. All right, so now based on what we saw, all right, we were rallying bullish until we got to a supply region. All right, that price now did what we call it broke above the old high. All right, and after that break above, we should expect a sell. So what happened is that we started selling, okay, and then price tapped a pivot, all right, and started buying. Okay, but based on clear structure that we can see, all right, is that that move, that buy move is not yet complete, because that buy move is expected to take out this high. Okay, and then we are now seeing price retracing. Where are we on answer? Okay, so while we're doing that, we have this fair value gap that was left behind, that price has filled up. Okay, and then we are now retracing. Now we have this other block that price is coming to. All right, so we have two confluences. All right, we have the Fibonacci. All right, and then we have the other block. So we have the Fib, and then we have the OB. Okay, so we are just going to look for buy entries, all right, like this, and then that high. So what is that? Okay, GJ is retracing back, all right, to the other block that gave us this move. All right, remember what I said? We got it clearly from this pivot. Okay, from this pivot. All right, so we just want to follow the trend. All right, and then this is it. If you get it, just let me know. All right, if not, I'm going to explain it again. Okay, the reaction we are getting is from a pivot zone. Okay, so the reaction we're getting is from this pivot zone. All right, so let me know if you understand it. All right, the reaction we're getting is from that pivot zone. Okay, so like I said, the move, all right, from this move, this high would have been the target. But what will you notice that price was unable to take out that high? So it's more or less price is coming to gain momentum to clear the high. Do you understand? All right, so where would that momentum come from? All right, that is what we just analyzed. That's where we're finding out. So we have this OB here that is yet to be tested or yet to be mitigated. All right, so this is where we want to take our buy on GJ from. Mr. Olu, if you're still on the call, can you let me know that you got that? All right, thank you, Mr. Biola. All right, you get it, please. So let me know if you clearly got what I just did. All right, so let me know. Let me know. This is what I'm looking at. Sell, boom, buy. Right, even though this will be my overall target. All right, so please let me know. All right, I'm going to believe that I've seen two reactions. All right, awesome. So this is what we're looking at on GJ. All right, very simple stuff. All right, so thank you so much, everybody, for being on this call with me. I think we've spent nothing less than an hour on this call. All right, and I want to believe that I have been able to shed some light to maybe the currencies you might have analyzed yourself, all right, or based off what I have done this afternoon in Nigeria. All right, so I believe you got something. Okay, like I said, remember, price couldn't take out the previous high, so it's coming to the OB to get momentum. Exactly. Yes, that's what I said. All right, so that's what we're looking out for. So the OB is where we want to take the buy from. All right, so exactly. So like I said before, the election is coming up tomorrow. Expect high volatility in the market. All right, so please, like I said, if you're not so comfortable, all right, trading, all right, just be the audience. Just watch how it plays out. All right, so meet again. All right, I would love you to like the videos, subscribe to the channel. All right, and then we're going to keep having this every Mondays. All right, the plan is to shed more light to what you're seeing. All right, give us market analysis, sentiment, all right, trade ideas, all right, that we can work with for the week. All right, till I come your way again next week, my name remains Temitope Emmanuel. So bye bye, and do have a lovely